In this short instructional video, we'll be looking at Hydrominder repair and maintenance. You would need to embark on Hydrominder repair and maintenance as part of preventive maintenance. You may have tanks with a dilute mix or that are failing to fill. We strongly recommend personal protective equipment be worn, including safety glasses and gloves. Tools you require an O-ring pick, Phillips head screwdriver, flat blade screwdriver, multi-grips, and a 1/4 inch nut driver. Before you start any Hydrominder repair, you want these parts on hand: Hydrominder valve kit, valve body, inlet strainer, diaphragm, and 8-gauge Phillips head screws. You are now ready to isolate the water supply. If you're going to be removing the hydrominder to inspect the strainer, you would isolate the complete manifold. For individual tanks, you would use a 1/4 inch ball valve inside the tank. Once you've isolated the water supply, remove the 1/4 inch chemical lines, loosen the knurled nut using your multi-grips, and then finish loosening by hand. This is an ideal time to take the hydrominder assembly out to the wash bay for a quick rinse and cleanup. Secure your hydrominding device by clamping on the 1/4 inch brass elbows. Look at the inlet side, you'll see a mesh strainer. This strainer can be removed with an O-ring pick. Compared to a new strainer, you can see there's a fair amount of buildup. This would restrict the flow and create a dilute mix in your tank. Locate the new strainer into the center of the inlet nut. Using a flathead screwdriver, press into place. We can now start disassembling the valve actuator. Using a flat blade screwdriver, remove the screw and cap. While holding down the spring-loaded magnet cap, gently unhook the float from each side. Remove the magnet cap. Remove the spring. Loosen and remove the 3 retaining screws using your Phillips head driver. Hold the stem into place and lift off the retaining plate. Lift up the stem. Remove the plunger. This will reveal the diaphragm. Remove the plunger spring from the stem. Before installing the new kit, clean and inspect the valve seat, ensuring there are no cracks or imperfections. Replace the body if you do find any damage or wear. You'll need a new valve kit or diaphragm depending on the age and condition of your stem. Looking at this old diaphragm, you can see one of the 2 outer equalizing orifices is closed over and impaired. It is good practice to always inspect the new diaphragm to ensure that the center and outer 2 orifices are clean and free of debris. You can see the old diaphragm on the right is swollen and the center conical stem is worn compared to the new diaphragm. This could cause the hydrominder not to open or have a slow flow leading to a dilute mix. Now, seat the new diaphragm into the valve body, pressing down evenly. Install the spring into the plunger stem, followed by the plunger with the step side towards the spring and the pointed side towards the diaphragm. Centering the plunger on the diaphragm, press down on the stem and then slip over the retaining plate. Install the 3 stainless steel screws, ensuring you do not over tighten and strip the plastic valve body. Install the magnet spring, large side facing down. Place the magnet into the magnet cap and then slip onto the stem. Holding down your magnet assembly, install the float. This will now pull down on the magnet assembly and hold it in place. Refit the cap and secure with the washer and flathead screw. Now that we've reassembled, install back into the tank. Line up the inlet fitting and start the thread by hand. Ensure the hydrominder is level and then tighten using multi-grips. Reinstall the chemical lines and then turn the water supply back on. If your tank level has dropped, you should see the tank fill until the float lifts up the actuator and stops the flow of water. This will indicate correct operation. If you are kitting the hydrominder for the first time from new, you may find that you have a plastic stem and blue-coated mild steel screws. These coated screws will corrode over time, and we strongly recommend that they are removed and replaced with stainless steel equivalents. If you do have a plastic stem, they should also be replaced the first time you kit your hydrominder. You now have the knowledge to keep on top of your car wash hydrominders. Remember, chemical tanks are the heart of your car wash system, and they are often overlooked. Regular maintenance, cleaning, and testing will ensure your car wash has constant superior chemical delivery and strength, keeping you wash of choice in your local area.